Hi, you enjoyed the previous video with the knife from foil so much that we decided to go further and make a sharp knife from ordinary cardboard. You think it's impossible? Then watch. For making, we will need a cardboard box with a cat. But without a cat, after all, we'll make a knife out of a card box, not a cat. With the help of a knife, we need to cut off any of the box part. So then, with the scissors, fit them approximately by the size of the knife. Now, put the knife on the cardboard and with the pencil we draw the outlines. We cut it out with scissors. And that's it, it's done. We received a knife from a cardboard. But it's not as sharp at all. So it's not an option. Okay, to make a sharp and durable knife, we need a tray in which we pour a little bit of water and add a usual glue for paper. Glue needs quite a lot. We poured out the whole can. Now we need something to stir up. Such a crossbow is quite suitable. We made it in the video about 3D printer. So now we soak our sheets of cardboard in this solution. Sheets needs quite a lot. Now you need to let the sheets for a while and soak up well. They remind me some kind of cake. After about half an hour, we take this kind of roll pin and roll out the card box to make it thinner. At the top, we put the next sheet and roll it out again. When all sheets are folded, put something absorbent under the edge and squeeze it out as much as possible, the old liquid. In order to soften the layers a little bit, we go through it with this rubber hammer. Next, we took this metal mesh from the dryer from fruits. And on it we put the finer grit of construction store. On top of it, fine mesh, we place out layers of the cardboard. After that, we apply grits in reverse order. To distribute evenly the load we are about to create, needs to take two boards by the size of the grit and put them at the bottom and the top. The layers we squeeze and glue ourselves with each other. We use clay pins. This is a very important step. Under the pressure from layers of the cardboard goes away excess glue, which we could not squeeze out manually. The more moisture it follows out, the easier and faster it is to the next stage. Leave in this state for a while, for 2 hours, so everything is good. Cookie and Stefan left to make everything goes on under our plan. Yeah, the glue leaked really a lot. Now we need to open our oven and put our thing to 50 degrees for 2 days. Yes, for a long time, but without an oven it would probably take weeks. But it's probably long for us, not for you. Yeah, the cardboard is noticeably dried up. Unscrew the clamp and remove our workpiece. On one side the mesh had to be removed from the cardboard. And now it's really hard. But is it enough to create a knife? A little more and we will find out. Now let's take a simple knife. It's still in handy and we still need it to make our drawing. Take out the vise and fix the workpiece in it. We have a metal saw and need to cut a contour of our future knife. Cardboard, relatively soft, easy to saw, but you have to do everything very carefully because with one wrong move, it's possible to screw up all the work. Here, our workpiece is done and looks like a knife, and ends all layers glued together well, and it has some chance of getting a knife that could do anything. Faster in rise, and neatly with different files, shape and equalize the edges of our knife. After these procedures, we can visually observe each layer of cardboard on the end of the product. Look at how many there are, probably more than 20 layers of cardboard paper. Cool, we're ready and close. This time the primary sharpening will produce the knife by file. It seemed to us this is quicker to clean up most of the mess materials. Look, now layers stand out even better. Then we took a lot of sandpaper from different Greek sizes and each of them worked to the point of the knife to make it work as sharp as possible. We certainly don't have any special Japanese stones for sharpening knives. This is what we have. The Japanese, by the way, have a separate channel with creating knife from different materials. That's where we got inspired. So check out what happened in the end. It looks like a blade. Quite sharp. What do you think? In order to fix it better, we took a little bit of the same glue and lightly covered the blade with it, so it would be more resistant to soaking up while cutting vegetables. From this double cardboard, we decided to make pads for the knife handle. And we outline the shape of it. Thick cardboard is not easy to cut, but after 20 minutes, we got two good ones. Apply glue to them and put it to the knife. Fix everything for an hour. Next, we add decorative elements in the form of stationary buttons. And finally, everything is ready. The knife turned out to be quite neat, beautiful, and hopefully sturdy. After all, ahead of him is waiting a difficult test. For the beginning, just check our thick cucumber. And so, wow, cucumber is cut and the knife is left. It's a joy. Let's repeat with few more times. So, to consolidate the result, the knife easily separates the cucumber. The main hand does not cut. On the board, there's no problems. Blade turns out to be a little bit wide compared to the usual one. But it didn't interfere as much as we managed to cut. Vegetables, not crippled. But the most difficult test still left. This is the test for watermelon cutting. In this case, probably the only one chance to cut it. And here we were almost sure that it will break, but all of a sudden, come on, it's not broken and began to cut almost like an ordinary knife. Knife from the usual cardboard coat with all the tasks and even with a solid watermelon. Despite the fact that the moisture in it started to climb the edges a little bit, it showed very well. And worthy for our knife from kitchen foil in the past video. If you like it, Then write in the comments what material to make a knife next time.